The Falkirk football programme live, as we will attempt to cover, as we did last season, all of Falkirk's games from the first kick of the season to the very last. And hopefully it will be a successful season for Falkirk when they take a step back up to the Premier Division, having won the First Division Championship. Falkirk captain Burton O'Brien is there to take the pre-match services with the Ross County captain. Burton O'Brien immediately charged down by Gary Wood. Into Giacomo, played it back. What's a good tackling from Burton O'Brien. Won it back, down the line it goes to Mark Stewart. Early chance for Falkirk. Uses his pace, just steps in. No, it's bars in the back by Scott Boyd. Early chance for Falkirk. Burton O'Brien gives it to Higginbotham. Chipped over the top, aimed at Finnegan. Good run. Oh, throws in his arm, unlucky Finnegan. Out to Higginbotham. Chance to drive. Flicks it through. Finnegan just offside. Again, Falkirk showing their desire in this game. That's two quick attacks already, Tony.
You can call me Jamie if you want, I don't mind. I've been called worse.
After Ryan Flynn stepped into and turned away. Chipped over the top for Finnegan to chase. It's Scott Morrison again. Finnegan right on top of him, takes the ball off him. Referee says no free kick. Picks out a pass to the far post. Easy one for the goalkeeper though.
Just wasn't enough bodies in the box running away close there, Andy.
Now Ross County can break. Push men forward. Scobie steps in. Twaddle, but the ball bounces free at the edge of the area. Played loose. Driven just over the top. Well, down the line goes to Higginbotham. Oh, gets to the byline. Turns back, does well. Now Twaddle, chance to cross. Play to the far post. Duker waits. Pulled there. Well, I think it was one. It was 62 threes there. And Scott Morrison, not the biggest. This time comes short. Plays it long. Good again. Ball. Aimed at Duker. Nods it down. Higginbotham. Can't quite get there. Good play from Falkirk again. Throw in down this corner. Great play, Tony.
Brilliant header down by Big Duker there on for Higginbotham. We go on the run to win you a corner up the park.
Falkirk asking real questions of this Ross County defence. Nobody really wants to take the throw in though. Once again, Ryan Flint not really been to the fore. Chipped over the top, in behind for Finnegan to chase. Holds it up, turns away, looking for options. Jason Ma. Driven to the far post. Duker waits, plays into the centre. Oh, just cleared. Chips over the top for Finnegan again to chase. This time it's Scott Boyd that clears. Now Higginbotham. Plays it in for Flynn. Drives it. Good shot. Straight at the goalkeeper though. But good play, good shot, Tony.
Yeah, much better build-up play there all in all. I was just thinking to myself, they're always when he's one of the either Finnegan or Duker to get a goal to get their confidence to get up and running, Andy.
Lucky again from Ross County. Just hit the defender in the back of the head. Now Kenny Duker. Ryan Flynn square. Plays it through. In behind for Higginbotham. Cuts it back. Mark Stewart.
Oh, gee whiz.
Mark Stewart. Driven over the top, side footer, really should have been a goal, Tony.
That falls into the sitter category, Andy. I'm sorry, but that should be it. We should be one up there.
Higginbotham, now Carl Finnegan. Good turn. Looking for options and there aren't any. Mark Twaddle out on the left hand side. Duker then pulls back to the far post. Knocked in, aimed at Finnegan.
Handball!
Duker hits just great save by the goalkeeper. Well, looked like handball. Referee waved play on. Finnegan flicked it to the far post and Duker's header was tipped over by the goalkeeper for Falkirk's first corner of the game.
Can I tell you something? Those two actually look like they might make a good pairing up front, Andy, I think. Duker did well to get any power behind that though.
It was to hold the ball up. Twaddle now, aimed to the far post at Duker. Wins it, nods it down to Finnegan. Can't quite get under control. Goalkeeper does well to block Duker's shot.
Those two look dangerous.
Well,
get the ball into the box anyway.
Couldn't get out of his feet and then Duker following up. Hit it off the goalkeeper. Higginbotham.
Quick free kicks are great, but see when you've got Kenny Duker in your team, do you just want to load the box
now Higginbotham steps away.
On you.
Flips over the top. Finnegan gets there, not quite. Duker follows up. Driven in the back.
Yes! Ryan Flynn.
It's a goal by Ryan Flynn. Well, chipped forward by Callum Higginbotham, followed up by Carl Finnegan. Goalkeeper pammed it to Kenny Duker. His effort spun off to Ryan Flynn and he knocked it home.
Great finish. I've told, the more and more the game's going on, the more Kenny Duker is coming into this game. He's winning everything. Great finish by Flynn though.
So that's the record gone. Down the lane it goes. Headed back. Finnegan gets there. Referee decides that's a free kick. Again, Gary Wood in there.
Oh, you!
I don't think there was anything in that. Callum Higginbotham being calmed down there by his manager. Just told to calm down.
Stephen Presley's keeping him off the park to keep him out the book.
Well, trying to calm him down. Well, I don't think there was much in that. I think we should
just tell him that he's for Fife and stop apologising.
Ross County captain Richard Britton. Well, yellow card here for Higginbotham. And Scott Morrison for a bit of argy-bargy. Flynn flicks it over his head. Finnegan waits. Well, bars in the back there by Scott Morrison. And for me,
he's already been booked. That should be a red card.
And for me, Tony,
send him off.
That is a second yellow card and a send off.
I tell you what, if that referee doesn't send him off, he shouldn't referee again. That's shocking. Oh, if he's got to go, that's a red card. Because it's not Finnegan's fault. That's a red card, referee.
Kenny Duker.
I reckon he'll bottle this, by the way.
And he's speaking to Richard Britton.
He's not doing it, by the way. He's bottled it. Look.
Speaking to both the players, but I think Tony's absolutely right.
You bottled that, Brian.
Scott Morrison had absolutely no intention of playing that ball. Knocked over the top. Oh, good turn by Finnegan. Didn't mean it, but he turned. Now Ryan Flynn does not hold on to the ball.
Come on, referee. How many times?
Clipped there by Richard Britton. Twirl at the back post. Higginbotham. Headed by Brian McLean.
Oh, good effort.
Saved by. Not enough power on it, but good header by Brian McLean, Tony.
Yeah, he did well, got his head on the target, headed it down the way.
Scobie drives a diagonal ball to Finnegan.
He's in. Penalty, ref.
He's up quickly, Finnegan. Oh, driven shot, saved by McCormack. But O'Brien gives it to Higginbotham, good turn. Clipped over the top, Kenny Duker. Nods it forward, now hit it, Finnegan. Lifts it up and over. It's a corner to Falkirk. Good. Around behind, not really.
That
too close there, causing problems for themselves. Whip back in again. Oh yes, and it comes. Catches, good save by the goalkeeper. Finnegan's race is run for today. It's an excellent game. Jack Compton on, Finnegan off. It's aimed at Duker. Nods the ball on. Now Compton. Higginbotham on a run. It's just behind him though. Whipped into the far post, tipped over by the goalkeeper. Good effort by Higginbotham.
Oh, great play. He's got that in his locker, Andy, to produce a goal like that.
Scobie appeals to the near post, driven in. Oh, headed just clear. Punch cleared by the goalkeeper. Flynn, drives it past. Puts down the line this time, steps in behind Ryan Flynn, chip to the far post, in behind Brian McLean. Just gets his head to McLean, did well to adjust his feet there. It's inside him, good play from Ryan Flynn. Caught in possession though. Up to the far post, Gardine, place. Oh, poor effort from him though. Well,
come on, your job's worth.
Played to the edge of the area, driven in but cleared. The referee says no penalty.
I'm surprised he never gave that, Andy.
I'm surprised he didn't give it either, but Falkirk managed to get it clear. Lawson, Duker, nods it down. Higginbotham can't get there though. That's a free kick. Lawson, driven forward. Over Scobie's head. Oh, great tackle by Brian McLean. Gardine was through. Brian McLean did brilliantly to block him.
I thought he jumped in there and Cardine was going down for a second.
Twirl clears.
Time up, surely, ref.
Ian Bryans checks his watch. It's over 2 minutes of time added on by Ian Bryans.
Where's he getting all this from?
Knocked wide.
Come on, in you go.
Steps inside. Play through the middle. Higginbotham gets there though. That's it,
Yes.
full time here at Victoria Park. Falkirk's first 3 points of the season. Hard earned but well deserved. Really invited trouble on themselves in the second half. So that goal by Ryan Flint. And we'll try and have a word with Ryan after the game. But really, it was much easier than it seemed to be because they never had a save to make.
I think it was a good battle in the second half. We made it hard in the last 5 minutes, but that was just a confidence thing. If we'd have won 3 or 4-0, they'd have had no complaints Sunday.
Well, all they did was pump it long and needed a last minute block by Brian McLean to prevent Ross County scoring. But Falkirk's First Division Championship League campaign is now up and running with a victory here at Victoria Park. But really the only thing that will be concerning Stephen Presley was the amount of midfield possession they gave up. Instead of the front three, Carol Finnegan and Kenny Duker look to be a very potent partnership. The running and pace of Carol Finnegan and the aerial prowess and general hold-up play of Kenny Duker being the contributing factors there. Ryan Flynn deserved his goal, but really playing in that holding role in place of Mark Miller, and I'll be glad to see him back next week. Really not the position we want to see him in. Callum Higginbotham did his defensive duties as well as going forward, but just lacks that slight bit of composure when he gets the ball in place. He needs to lift his head and play the pass forward. Again, the towering defensive displays from the whole of the back four meant that Bobby Oljeznik had very little to do. Brian McLean, awesome as always. Cam Scobie, dedicated to the cause, throwing his body on the line. Mark Twaddle, ably handling that back post, and Jason Marr showing what a class fullback he is. So it was the victory really built on a firm foundation of a strong defence, but really it's no more than it deserved, Tony.
Oh, I think Falkirk were worthy winners today, Andy. I think from memory, Inverness only had tested Oljeznik once in the first half from the corner when the boy was left unmarked and got his header away. Oljeznik dealt with it comfortably. If you work your way forward, I thought Jason Marr had a really good game. He was solid, got forward when he could, won all his battles. Brian McLean was outstanding. Man of the match, I think you're quite right. Tam Scobie didn't have the best games last week, but by goodness he made up for it this week in his favoured position. Moving forward then, you got Twads. Twads was good at left back. In the midfield, I agree with you, Ryan Flynn's never a holding midfielder, but needs must. He played there and got a goal. Can't argue that, and he had another good chance. Barton O'Brien, solid. Higginbotham, maybe still struggling to find the pace in this league where you don't get time on a tight part like this to take 3 touches. You need to make your second touch, find a man or past a man. Up front for me, Carol Finnegan. He had an excellent game. Easily, he ran Scobie close for man of the match. And Duker, first 65, 70 minutes, looked excellent. Ran out of steam a bit at the end, but certainly you can see that him and Finnegan will make a really good partnership up front. Oh no, I'm quite encouraged, Andy.
And the 90 minutes for Kenny Duker won't do him any harm.
No, I think that'll stand him in good stead. Next week we've got a home game against Stirling Albion. Chance to get some more points on the board before we go to Dundee. If we can go to Dundee with 6 points, come back from there with 9, game on. But I think I'm far more encouraged this week than I was last week.
So that about sums it up from us. We'll be on the Falkirk football programme, which will be posted probably later tonight or tomorrow, and I'll try and catch some of the players and the manager after the match for post-match opinions. I've also got John Robertson behind me. I'll try and get a word with him before we end, but he's been watching the game, albeit it's not his favoured Premier League ground. But there we go, it's a great victory for Falkirk. Great 3 points, he gets our First Division campaign up and running. So let's hope we can take it on from here. Great victory here, as we'll see you again next week on the Falkirk football programme live. I won't be there, unfortunately. I've got a personal commitment next Saturday, but I'll see you the week after against Dundee. So hopefully that will be Falkirk starting on the road to win the First Division Championship. Great 3 points as they now extend their record against Ross County to 16 wins and 5 draws and only 5 defeats. Great statistic. Let's hope they can maintain that for the rest of the season. So that's them off and running. First 3 points on the board. So the final score here from Victoria Park, Dingwall, was Ross County 0, Falkirk 1.